Спасибо большое, что приехали в Россию и дали возможность задать вам вопросы. И первый вопрос. Какого размера была самая большая пойманная вами рыба?
The biggest fish I caught, I actually caught two very big bull sharks in South Africa, and this was up a river, this wasn't in the sea, and those fish were just under 3 meters in length and about 500 pounds, so we're talking about between 200 to 250 kilos.
Как вы решили заняться такой рыбалкой? С чего все начиналось?
When I was growing up in England, when I was a small boy there, the village where I grew up had a river going through the village, and so because the river was there, parents would give their sons, not so much their daughters, but they would give their sons a fishing rod, and it's a good way of keeping the child out of the house, but in a way that they're not going to get into any trouble. So that's where I started.
Какой из речных монстров стал самым запоминающимся для вас?
I think my favourite monster, if that's the right term, Goliath tigerfish from the Congo. I caught a big one of these on camera for season 2 of River Monsters, and that fish in a way took me 25 years to catch. I first went to the Congo 25 years before, caught nothing. I caught a medium-sized fish on a return visit, but to catch a big one of these fish took me 25 years.
А какого монстра еще вы хотели бы поймать?
Well, I'm now filming season 4 of River Monsters. I'm quite surprised in a way that it's still going. We keep finding more stories, we keep hearing about other fish, although the number of big fish in the world is limited, but there are still enough to keep us going. And so there's at least 7 that I'll be looking for this year. That's the number of episodes in the season. And there's one here in Russia that I'm very interested in finding, but you'll have to wait to find out what that is.
А где вы берете сюжеты для своих передач?
When I first started filming River Monsters, I was using a lot of my own information. Before filming, I'd spent about 25 years travelling, normally one quite long expedition each year, mostly to South America and Africa. As the program has gone on, we've got into more unfamiliar territory, and so we find stories on the internet, newspapers, and sometimes people even email me. So it's a very journalistic process, hunting around, trying to find stories from whatever source we can, really.
И когда вы планируете поймать лохнесское чудовище?
Everyone's interested in the Loch Ness Monster. I've got some ideas about it. I recently wrote a book and I put some of my thoughts in there. It is something we might look at in the future. I can't say too much about what our future plans are, but there's a lot of interest in it. Maybe that's something I will look at in years to come. Right, make sure you don't miss the new episodes of River Monsters on Discovery Channel.